I know that this is not the best situation, but I like my
Freedom.
not good situation set up.
Hmm. All right, we're about to do a live about the babies before we forget again.
Okay.
The twins, the demon and the angel, we were born together. We had the one. I hate this fucking phone hold to make me sick. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna wait for some people to get on because I ain't even learning.
What'd you name?
Would you let me the information on the babies coming? You want to eat dinner? Yeah, I need to know because I gotta go some stuff.
Last night's dinner was light and
It's
tasty.
so hot that this melted. The Vicks melted it.
Of course.
Shit. Look at that.
And it's got a big ass
Go ahead,
hole.
baby.
So underneath there is all Vicks, is what you're trying to tell me?
Well, that part wasn't me. You put that there, not me.
I like it there though.
I know. And that's why you wanted to clean that one up. Because that one wasn't my fault. Damn, this is really leaky. I'm going to go pee and then I'm going to come back and do my show. I'm so good, though. If I could show a little bit more class, maybe things would go differently. Plus, I do want to talk to them about my campaign we're trying to do for August. To make August what I say, Native American Unity Month. Uncivilized Tribe Unity Month. August. And you know why I pick August, right? Since they can fucking do huh? Oh yeah, Thomas, right. Okay, we gotta do all that research too. So do that. So I'm gonna talk about that too. We'll come back. But we first remember we said we're gonna talk about the video we seen on YouTube. I mean on Facebook. I'm sure that they saw that. So if you just tell them about what it was about, the babies fighting over the rain. They probably saw the one we talking about. That's what I'm saying.
And then
Grand Rising, whoever logged in. We'll be doing a video shortly.
what'd you do with your call?
Oh, I rescheduled for tomorrow morning at 9 a.m.
What's he?
Yeah, I just gotta get that call done tomorrow. Then the surgery is Friday, so it'll be good. So what? You could talk while I'm going to the bathroom. Basically, tell them what we're talking about.
It was the babies, but was
It's a
something else.
continuation
Yeah, that's what
on the babies saying, "Can you get?" I meant the demons asking me, "Can I bring them out of hell?" It's all this is a continuation of that and how their strategy to get here, right?
Right. So you're I guess that's a
Wait,
lot.
I can't hold my pig, so just talk to him.
All right.
There's more people in there than one person. They saying it's on there lying. They always lying.
All right. But you said I always get too
Just
too
talk,
deep.
babe. Just talk.
All right. So we're noticing on the same continuum of noticing our situation for what it is and not and instead of bracing for what it could be or some future event that's going to happen, we just noticing what's right here right now. And if you take the time to look at what's happening right now, all the things that are happening right now are all the things that you're told are going to be happening in your end days or your end time or your apocalyptic whatever it is, whatever version of the story that you got. But if you look at your story, it's going to say something like during these times, um, there'll be things like demons walking the earth, and on TV, when you see this, It always shows you it as, something that's super monster fantastical. So you can't really process that into being your everyday life because we don't come up under the griots no more. We don't sit down with the elders no more and have them tell us these stories that the European, when they came across us, said those are fantastical myths, and stop saying that. Do what I'm doing. So, but before that incursion, we had this in our societies. We had those storytellers and those tales that explain to us what life on Earth is about, even though the stories seem fantastical. Um, Amongst those stories, or those end day stories of demons walking the earth, you see um, you see correlations if you're able to pay attention and look to what's happening around you. However, you have to put it in a slightly different perspective. Rather than thinking of some type of monstrous thing, you have to not like you have to, but just try, give it a try. Look at it as if though it is ideas, not some type of entity that's, I don't know, fantastical, but the idea, because ideas are the strongest things that you know. They pass the physical realm into other realms, and they come into the physical realm. We know this because we walk around today calling each other by names that we made up. And even our children, we give them names. So we know ideas are living things. However, we get lost when it comes to, again, this end day thing where we think that the sky is going to crack open and then it's going to all happen at once, instead of recognizing that the gradualism that is everything at once, that is always happening. Always. It's always happening, and every moment is happening. So all you're looking for is frequency. What is the frequency of these things that are happening around me? The reason why the frequency can ebb and flow and change is because ideas can be born and can die, and they can be nourished, and they can grow powerful, and they can be old and strong, or they can be brand new. It just depends on us as a basis for ideas, because we are one mind. We are not many minds.
Let's
We
talk
are
about
we
that
are
hive.
we are one mind.
Mhm.
And what our one mind ingests, just like if you take one stomach and you put one type of food or multiple types of food in it, it's going to get digested and go to billions of cells. Now, how many of us is on here? 8 point what? Billion? Billions of cells. But if you ingest the wrong thing, those billions of cells are going to be infected with that wrong thing. And even if only some of them become cancerous and go around and kill other cells, some of them may go out their whole life in that organism totally normal, in the midst of the hell that is the cancer. So that is us. We are walking around, each individual part of the unimind, with our own little thing and our own little influence, but we are affected and we can affect.
Let me give y'all example, a heads up, or just something that you might want to think about. We was talking about the hive mind yesterday. So originally I was starting to get really stressed out because there's an alarming amount of Californians who moved here. And the way that California political people think is it's okay for third graders to be molested by grown adults, and they want to put that on people legislative laws and shit, and we're not having that here in Colorado. So I said, damn, I'm in the middle of my own fight, but I just can't have these babies being raped, and it's okay here neither. So I looked into this shit. We've been looking into it, and we noticed it's not just Californians that's coming here. It's literally um, probably about 15,000 people from all over the country that's moved to Colorado in the last 12 months. So then we started to think, okay, Well, if it's not just California and they're moving from what's about to happen over there, they all are moving to high ground. People from all over the country are moving to high ground. Now, I asked my husband, how the fuck do they know about what's going on? But he said the hive mind. Yeah.
You got it, babe. You got it.
No, you talk about that shit. Hive mind. That shit. You're talking. Go ahead. What's the hive mind? What is the hive mind?
I just told them that the Unimind, all of it, we are
right.
We are all a part of Source, and this is just my interpretation, my opinion. The Source is one. It is one source. It is one entity, one power source from all things that get generated, ethereal and non-ethereal. But that source is just energy. However,
right, and all of our energy are combined, one consciousness.
It is a sentient energy,
right?
And that's what I think gets missed in the current science, is that they don't allow for energy in of itself to be conscious.
Okay, so last night after we was done door dashing, we ran out of gas, and we are literally at the freaking corner where the gas station is right there. And the fucking car stops. There's absolutely no gas in the car. And so my husband gets out to push this car up a motherfucking Colorado incline to the gas station. And his little ass is pushing this big ass SUV. Yo, he was pushing that shit. He do all the hard work, right? He get up the hill, and then it's this one part where he can't push it. He would have pushed it, but it was just too hard, and I didn't want him to do that shit.
So we had to break.
And we broke for a minute, and then one guy ran up on us, and then you see two, and then you see three, then you see four, then you see five, all bikers. They running over to us like it was a car accident, and they just got behind the car and started pushing. It was so fucking beautiful. Hive mind. We think in a hive, like, you know what I mean? That's how we function. That's how we think. So if one person says something to us that makes sense to our soul, we gonna do that shit. If somebody say something ain't right, you need to get inland, get away from the water. Or you need to get to high ground, get away from the water. Or you need to get away from the fucking volcanoes, go to somewhere else, higher ground, whatever. You don't have to be, it don't have to have been a plan of yours, but you knew that message meant get out now.
Now, where it gets super complicated and kind of funny is that time is not real.
Right.
So with what can happen, has happened, and will happen.
Already happened, right?
And it already happened.
It's gonna happen again.
And you are.
We don't want to confuse you.
Right. Because
that's a rabbit hole.
Because you is, am, are, be. Understand?
So since no, you don't, because we absolutely don't understand the shit we be telling y'all about. But it's a learning curve. You just gotta go through it, and then you'll have your understanding when the time is right. Mm-hmm. So I did not have the understanding when the time was when I went under and they were screaming, asking me to get them out of there. I just knew that no, I'm not fucking doing that. So now that they're giving me all the information about the babies and the colds and what that pull is that's in Megan Thee Stallion, and versus how Nicki can bring life, whereas though Megan Thee Stallion is stopping all life. She's stopping all life. So you gotta be careful with listening to that fucking rapper. I don't know if that's her purpose, but she is is a pole in her. Now I don't know if that's the demon that took over what that was, but the pole that's in her that comes out, it's like where her vagina is, and it goes up to her brain cell, and it's a signal that is sending out that is corrupting your uterus. I don't know if it's corrupting your uterus in a sense where we would get like fibroids or shit like that. I think what it's doing is making your uterus sustainable to bring them demon babies here. Okay? Remember, our fucking channel is about supernatural shit. If you can't handle this shit, get off my channel. Don't ask me no dumbass questions, and don't ask me questions that I don't know how to fucking answer, because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about half the time. So just fucking listen and we'll learn and figure this shit out later. These are all puzzle pieces. Now back to what I was saying.
Demon babies.
Me and my husband was watching this little TikTok clip. It was this two twins. They had green dresses on. They had blonde hair. Listen to me, because I know y'all saw this one, okay? I want you to go back. When I tried to save it, they wouldn't let me save that shit, because you know why. So the two twins is arguing with this two white twins. And it was a white boy that they was, listen to me, it was a white boy that they were talking to. The white boy said it's sprinkling outside. He had to be maybe 4, and they was probably 4 or 5. And he said it's sprinkling outside. And they said, no, it's pouring down raining. And he said, no, that's a lie. It's only sprinkling. And then one of the twins said, my mom said it's pouring down raining outside, and it is. And her sister says, no, my mom said it's pouring down raining outside. And the little boy is going up against these harsh twins, right? And he's like, no, 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 you are lying. It is not. It's drizzling. Trying to say drizzling. So one of the twins licked her finger and poked him in his heart. And the baby fell back against the wall and said, you poked me in my heart. I can't believe you did that. You poked me in my heart. And the one that did it had no reaction to him flipping out like that. Now her sister was like, oh no, are you hurt? Oh no, did she hurt you? Oh, come here. She was consoling. She cared. She was not trying to hurt him. She was just trying to relay the message that her mom said it was pouring down raining, whereas though the other one was forcefully feeding him the fact that that lie was true. Now, these are the lessons. Oh, shit. I fucking forgot to tell you the most important part. When she was trying to convince him that it was pouring down raining outside, he said, look, you're not even real. I'm real. Listen to me. The baby said to one sister, not the sisters, you're not even real. I'm real. When he said, you're not even real, I'm real, that's when she licked her finger and she poked that baby in the heart. Now that fucking baby, they're all the same ages. How come the baby boy of light knew that she wasn't real, but her sister was? Y'all gonna find that shit on TikTok. You listen to it. You keep watching that shit. Listen to these kids. Okay, this is so important. Under 5, right? So the baby is acknowledging that one of the twins is not real. It's not a real soul. Okay? The twin that's not real knew her power. She knew her tongue was venom. She knew that she could put the venom in his heart and try to corrupt him. Now I'm gonna move off of that. Now let's talk about these other TikTok videos that these people keep hitting up of their babies and they not getting one. Yeah, the point of me saying that all of the children in this scenario was white is because I keep telling y'all race does not have anything to do with it. You have to look at their light. Their light and their dark energy is the only thing that matters right now, because what's happening is here now. It ain't no going back. Now the other baby, and Jolie told y'all last year when we was in California, she told y'all about the babies being born into these families that are light. And they're bringing demon babies in here not knowing. Now look, I was watching another TikTok video. The mom said to the son, who was about 3 years old, she said, you could put your shoes on and you could put your hat on, but you cannot put your jacket on because we're not going outside. He took his jacket off, threw it on the floor, went to the patio window and put his hands up like, oh my God, I'm going to be late to this meeting. This girl named Phoenix Rising on Instagram just had her baby 2 months ago. She just put a video up of her holding her baby's hand while her fucking baby is walking. 2 months. These babies have an appointment to get to. These babies are trying to get to a meeting. I need y'all to pay attention to your children. If they say they gotta go, they gotta go. They have an ability now where they can be in multiple places at once. So if they're telling y'all to take them to a certain spot, is because that's where their portal is, where their energy can be transferred to their fucking meeting place, and it won't look like nothing to you and nothing will change. You have to listen to your children. Do what they say. Do you understand me? And for the ones who are getting pregnant, it's going to be doubles and triples coming, okay? I don't know how to advise y'all on this because not all babies is going to be your babies. So what I would do is get your plant medicine up. Guard them demons. Them demons can't fucking be around that plant medicine. They can't be around a pure soul. They can't be around somebody who's cleared their self of all that shit. Literally. You understand what I'm saying? You won't have to purge. If y'all women get pregnant, please purge every 3 months. Purge. You have to cleanse yourself. Closer to the I'm gonna get to you in a minute, Dwayne. Closest to the pregnancy, the delivery day, so the 3rd trimester, I will do you a taper of mushrooms just to keep you open to the good energies of what you need to have around your baby. You want to have to start wearing crystals of higher vibration that they can't hear. I would put selenite on my wound, and I would put maybe shungite or tourmaline, something that's smooth, on the other part of my wound, so that you have both rounds of protection. You do not want to bring these babies here because you're not going to know that they're fucking off until they're about 6 or 8. You're not going to know, and it's going to be very hard to kill a child when they're that age. So you don't want to have those thoughts at all. Just, last 10 seconds. Oh, my bad. That was too much. They demons. They ain't your kids. So listen, fuck all that. Fuck all that. If you ain't about that life, then you better guard your motherfucking womb so they can't get in at all because they the fuck here. Now, I done told y'all about multiple babies that I done seen that's fucking demons. I done told y'all about the baby that was about 6 months in her stroller who was screaming because the Letty's energy came next to her. This is not no joke. Y'all about to get pregnant when you couldn't get pregnant. You're going to be having twins when it ain't no twins in your family, or triplets when you've never had any triplets in your family. This is happening. So pay attention. Can you read that for me? I can't see. The one you're talking to.
I've been thinking of that.
I can't hear you.
Hold on. I've been thinking of that hive mind concept too. Our thoughts form reality.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. The people who run the world know this, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why they control what information they're allowed
Mm-hmm.
to see. Exactly. Because you are generating a reality that they can benefit from. They use fear to control and harness our power to manifest for their benefit and our demise.
Exactly.
But most of the world doesn't know the part just for itself. It's all right. We all got a piece, like my wife said, it's puzzle pieces. Somebody got a puzzle piece that you need, and somebody got a puzzle piece that I need, and I got a piece that somebody else needs. So it's all good. Going back to those ideas and the formation of ideas that form our realities. What we consider to be people, the Walking Dead or zombies or people walking around with this the 4-year-old. See, it's got to be under 5, y'all. Under 5. The 4-year-old, she said, if you don't balance yourself, if you allow yourself
the first
to be
one we seen,
imbalanced.
yeah.
So what's happening?
You'll turn into a monster.
I'm gonna break the math down for you. What she's saying is, if you, this is the choice, you, the sentient being, the individual, if you say to yourself, I'm going to allow myself to be lustful. You're just one person. It's all right, right? No biggie. You're just one person. If you're just one person and you say, I'm going to just delve into this murderous feeling, I'm just going to get into it a little bit. You're just one person. But you're not just one person. And that's the responsibility that we all carry.
People think that if they don't have no kids, they don't have nothing to worry about. But you're responsible for whatever your tribe line is, whatever that is.
You're responsible for every thought that you put out into the universe.
And that's in
and you have the ability to change or put your weight behind other ideas. You have the ability to do that as a sentient being. But getting back to these walkers today, once you allow that to happen, don't blame nobody else. Don't look for no God, nothing like that. Once we have gotten to a situation in our reality, we have allowed ourselves, as somebody said, I was listening, I think it was Lupe, and he was talking about when they was in Africa and they first started doing business with the African, the Portuguese and stuff like that, the Europeans. In the beginning, the trade was lucrative. They didn't know where it was going to go, but it was so lucrative. That's greed. That's lust. Same thing. You never knew where it was going to go, but the point is, you said this is an okay thing. You allowed it. You allowed it, and it grew.
It's just like when you are completely against something, and the more somebody give it to you in a different way, let me talk to you like this, let me show it to you like that. It's the breaking down of your original thought and becoming what somebody else's thoughts are. Did I break that down right?
You said that right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, I gotta be careful what I say too, because I always go off of what's actually happening in my life. And everybody don't want their shit out there like that. So I gotta be careful. But I've talked to somebody who was completely against the lifestyle of a certain lifestyle. And then I said, well, why would you be in that lifestyle now? And they said, I just said, well, whatever, it's whatever. That's a hive mind. You thinking it's okay because everybody else think it's okay, but your original self was against it. But we all can be bought. We all can be manipulated. All we have to do is find what we want, our weakness and shit, and then just give us what we want. You know what I mean? Or play on it.
Now that whole thing about the demons that's what that is. That process, that's what it is. Because when you say, okay, when you give in and she give in and he give in times 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 billion, once that is there, it's set. Now, what you call a deity ain't nothing but an idea that's set. It's set. It is what it is. Because enough of us have allowed it in and said, man, whatever. It's there now. And it can grow and it can be built, and it's an entity. It is a living thing. Because it's being fueled by us.
Okay, so that's why we wanted to talk to y'all about y'all babies, because you're about to get pregnant. Maybe not you right now, especially if you're a man, not you. But the babies that's coming, for everybody who think they got endometriosis, that's not happening no more. If you want to get pregnant, fuck now. Fuck now, fuck hard. The baby will come. This is just a download that I'm giving y'all. I ain't got nothing to do with y'all vaginas. Do what you want. But if you want to get pregnant, now is the energy. From now to August 30th is when you're going to be the most fertile. So I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. That's just what they telling me. So you do what you want. But if you're trying to have the babies, you just make sure the partner is right. Okay? Make sure that bloodline is right. Because they going to get through. They only need an opening. All they need is an opening. I told them I ain't doing shit, and they looked at me like the fuck, oh, you gonna do what the fuck I want. And I'm just laughing at y'all like, you can keep trying if you want. I ain't doing shit. But everybody not as strong as me. When I woke up and I told my mom everything I remembered and I was crying, she said, Fee, if all of what you're saying is true, I don't want to know none of that shit. Don't tell me nothing. Because I don't want to lose my mind if it's doing this shit to you. I never knew what that shit meant until this very moment. I think my mom was saying, if this shit can stress me out as strong as I am, she wouldn't be able to handle it. So I can go in there and say straight to the source of all evil, you gonna get up out my pussy right now. And then see him come out in the toilet. Everybody can't do what I do. So you gonna have to,
Like I told
you gonna
my
have to
wife,
figure this
I
shit
told
out.
my wife, you don't want to see what I can see because I've been living with my whole life with this. You don't want to see this shit. She said, I want to see it.
I want to see everything. Fuck that lying to me. I don't like that lying shit. And now all I see is the truth. What kind of nut ass bitch gonna ask some question like that and then have to go through it? Why the fuck they showing me truth now? That's not the truth I was talking about. I was talking about the truth, them lying about my money. I want to talk about no duck people and no fucking jokers and this goddamn dragon over here and this freak old man sitting in the car looking like a pig face. Ah! I ain't want to see all that shit. Now I gotta fucking go in here and redo all of what I said I wanted. I can't undo that spell I untook or whatever. So I'm gonna have to work around that. I'm gonna see if I can get some sunglasses to kind of block me a little bit from this shit. Especially seeing these fucking freako babies with their black skinny wings. That shit weird as fuck. I'm gonna draw a picture of that shit. Ugh. I'm scared to draw a picture of that shit. That's gonna make it even more. Ugh. Y'all gonna have to figure it out. Open up your eyes. Do some turmeric soaking on your forehead to get that fucking fluoride out. I don't know. Just look up that shit. You can use your vibrator on your forehead. That'll wake your third eye up too. That's what I was doing. Wake my third eye up. I use my vibrator to sit it there, boom, 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 wake it up because he irritated because you boom, 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 you know, shit like that. You do whatever works for you because everybody will pick something. What works for one person won't work for everybody else. That's what I'm trying to say. So we just wanted to get that message out there about the babies. I'm gonna end this, but I want to come back on because we have another topic. But I do not want my videos to be so long anymore. No, to the next time.
This morning, when you was watching one this morning, you said what you want to do when you grow up. So yeah, right away.
I think they all saw that. Did y'all see the 6-year-old on going around on social media and he's saying he want to be a murderer when he grow up and he want to kill everybody except for his parents? It's going around. You'll see it.
So again, to end it off, that's an idea that is now born. Okay. Because now that's no longer an idea that just, a thought. That's an idea that has been around so long that is able to be born into a physical, which you would call human being, and then they're just gonna walk around and do their thing.
Mm-hmm. So you have to listen to the children because they're babies. They don't know that they're doing something or saying something wrong. They're being honest. So listen to them. They're just telling you how they feel. And if they feel like they're going to be a murderer, I'm gonna need you to listen. You can use that to your benefit.